Hi everybody, I'm Macro. So I went on Twitter and I asked you guys for your gaming hot takes, right? And the best ones we're gonna discuss. I've done this once before, and I think this is going to be a kind of a fun little series that I do on my streams and stuff. Are you excited for some hot takes? Hot take. I wasn't nearly as impressed with and haven't been as impressed with the God of War reboot and Horizon duo. They are all good games with good stories, but they don't hit the same fun factor for me as The Last of Us or Spider-Man or Game of Thrones. I assume that's Game of Thrones. Why else would you say GOT? Unless I'm stupid. More 7 out of 10 for me, less 10 out of 10. That is a very hot take. I didn't play the newest Horizon. I don't think anyone really played the newest Horizon. It seemed like it just came and went, and I haven't played the new God of War yet, but I do want to play the new God of War. But God of War is like pretty freaking fire, man. It's definitely just like a great story, but I can see where you're coming from, where you don't think it's like super impressive, like you don't see what all the hubbub's about. But like, I don't know, man, like I feel like God of War earns its stripes, you know what I mean? Like I think the story alone carries. If anything, The Last of Us is one of those games that is a little overrated more than God of War. I feel like God of War told the story in a much cleaner fashion, and like The Last of Us is pure story, but the gameplay itself is pretty mid. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking. Dark Souls 1 is clunky and a slog to get through. I'm almost done with it now and I have no intention of replaying it anytime soon. I am inclined to agree with this. I think the Souls games have gotten significantly better. Like Elden Ring is like perfection. I feel like by Dark Souls 3, it was a lot more enjoyable by more people. And I feel like Dark Souls 1 was just a clunky mess. Like the amount of times your inputs wouldn't work and stuff. It was goofy, man. It was goofy. I agree with this one. I think that can be said about any first game that came. That's true for Frickety. Like any first game is going to be clunkier than the next one, right? It's just how it always is. Wow. This is look at this bold take. I respect this tenacity, the absolute gall of this man's. Every game is great. I respect the gall, but I don't agree with the sentiment. There are very bad games and very good games, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Minecraft over any other game in any aspect. Yes, PvP included. Honestly, that's not a terrible take. That's not a terrible take. Minecraft's kind of goated, so I'm not neither here nor there. Minecraft is kind of goated. Like if you were stranded on an island and you can only play one more game for the rest of your life, I think Minecraft would satisfy, you know? I don't think any other game could do that. I'm not saying I agree with this take, but I'm saying like, you know what? Like I get where you're coming from. Tioto, I get you. The best genre of games are stealth games. Well, okay, this is a hot take. Hold up. This is a hot take. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm here for. The best genre of games are stealth games like Hitman and Metal Gear Solid, hands down. Dudes, I think stealth games haven't been good since Metal Gear Solid. Like the original, like not the original, like since like Snake Eater. I feel like stealth mechanics in games are super clunky because it relies super heavily on the NPCs and AI doing what they're supposed to do, and 99% of the time they don't. Like you can literally be in the middle of the open and they won't see you, but you'll be in the shadows and they see you. So I think the concept of stealth games are really fun, but a lot of times in execution they're not done well, and at best they can be very tedious, and at worst they just don't work. So yeah, I don't even think it's even in top 5 best genres of games. You know, like I don't even think, I'm sorry, little cookie guy. Hot take, Overwatch 2 is better than Overwatch 1. I think Overwatch 1 at its peak is untouchable. When Sombra came out, that was like peak Overwatch. I'm being dead serious. I think like when Sombra just came out, Sombra wasn't even that good, but people were still trying to test her in compositions. But like you had a couple mixtures of solid metas. There was no Brigitte, there was no Orisa, there was no Sigma, there was no Goats. It was Dive, but then you'd play on King's Row and you'd still get that Zarya Rhine comp. So I think Overwatch 1 at its peak is unbeatable, and I don't think Overwatch 2 has come close. Overwatch 2 is fun, don't get me wrong. I'm having a lot of fun again with Overwatch 2, but it's not even close, dude. Ooh, I like this take. Most games aren't bad, people just take it too seriously. I've genuinely had the most fun I've had in ages messing around in Fortnite with some friends. Once again, I'm gonna say this loud and proud. Fortnite is not a bad game. Fortnite is great, especially now that they added no build permanently. Fortnite is in a phenomenal place right now. Fortnite is dope. Fortnite has all these sick collabs. Fortnite is a good game. It's not a hot take. However, the other take you had where most games aren't bad, people just take it too seriously, I'm inclined to agree with that. I think that people do take criticism very heavily and very seriously. Like if I say Assassin's Creed Valhalla is boring, that doesn't mean it's a bad game for you specifically. Everyone can interpret it their own way. Some people's favorite game of the year could be Far Cry 6. It wasn't mine, but it could be yours. Oh wow, this is a spicy one, guys. Get ready. I need you guys, if you guys did not like spicy food, you're gonna probably want to leave the kitchen right now. Valorant Valorant is the best game ever made, or you could say a masterpiece. Hot take, it is better than Apex Legends, Warzone, and Halo combined because there is so much variety. My guy, there's like 6 maps. Like, bro, there's so many games. I mean, your name is Ray's One Trick, so I get it. Like, there's so many games, and I'm not even saying that Valorant is like not better than like all these other games. Yeah, this take is freaking hot. This take is wild, bro. How many maps are there in Valorant? Let's be honest. How many maps? Because I said there's 6 maps like as a joke, but like I think there is like only 6 maps. There's 5 maps. So much variety. So much variety, dude. What? It's fun. It's a good game. There's like 8 maps. There's 8 maps and 6 of them are good. So there's like not much variety. Yeah, that's just a hot take. I just disagree heavily. There's a lot of better games. CSGO is a better game than Valorant, like by most standards and metrics. Anyway, that's probably a spicy take for some people. Apex Legends is the best BR. Changed my mind. I agree, but I'm also very biased. I really do love Apex Legends. Apex Legends changed the game with the BR. Like the Battle Royale after Apex Legends never looked the same. Apex Legends, if you don't remember, Apex Legends was the first Battle Royale to implement respawning in, reviving your teammates. And maybe there was like other BRs that did that kind of vaguely before, but Apex Legends really emphasized the respawn system, right? And ever since then, literally every game after that has done the same. The gunplay is really good. The way the abilities work is really fun. The maps are nice. It's just a beautifully well polished Battle Royale. I prefer it over Fortnite. I prefer it over Warzone. I prefer it over what other Battle Royale is there? I think there's only 2 real big Battle Royales that it's competing against. I prefer it over PUBG. I prefer it over Hyperscape. Come on, Xfire, don't be mean to Hyperscape. It's already dead. Yeah, I think that's a very solid take. I think Apex Legends is the best BR, and I'm not going to try to change your mind because I agree with it. Fortnite could be the best game when it releases Creative 2.0. Nah. No, creative's cool, but like they don't do anything with it. Like I feel like the problem with creative is that like Fortnite's gunplay isn't fun, isn't like phenomenal. Like the reason why like Forge works so well in like Halo is because Halo's sandbox and gunplay feels really solid, but Fortnite's just does not. I don't know. Like I don't like playing Fortnite for the gunplay. You know, you play Fortnite so I can play as Goku and Master Chief high-fiving each other and then fusing. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, well, like you don't play Fortnite for the gunplay. Doing smaller micro updates will always be better than big yearly content updates or game drops. There are pros and cons to this. This is a hot take. This is a good one. Yes, as a developer doing live service games, you want to constantly give your people, you know, drip feed them something, give them a little spice, a little bit of things. But if it feels very insignificant, people can get bored real quick. So you need these big updates to kind of just give a little bit of a breath of life. So I think you need both, to put it plain and simple. I played through the first few hours of Fallout 4 and thought it was pretty boring. The map was not very big, had very little interesting things to do and the combat was very sluggish and not enjoyable. I haven't heard this from anyone else so far for some reason. Because you're wrong. Fallout 4 is great. I love Fallout 4, so shut up. I don't care. Like, he's right. Like, the gunplay is clunky. The map is, like, a little empty. And so what if, like, the whole game is just, like, a settlement simulator? I don't care. So it's just Preston Garvey going, like, there's another settlement that needs your help. Like, I don't care. Overwatch 2, the GOAT, and Minecraft is mid. If this makes it into the video, please smile menacingly at the camera while reading this. Also, buy the plushie, anyone who's reading this. Marketing. Yeah, Overwatch 2 not the GOAT. Minecraft is not mid. This is the bad takes. Bad takes. Not even hot takes. It's just bad takes. COD was ruined by Warzone. Ooh, that's a spicy take because COD sucked before Warzone. Without Warzone, Call of Duty would be doo-doo butter biscuits gone. Call of Duty has not tried to do anything bold and unique since Warzone. And it's not like they were doing bold and unique stuff before that. It was literally just bad game after bad game after bad game, then Warzone, then bad game after bad game, then bad game. If anything, Warzone was ruined by Vanguard. Yeah, Trex, I agree with that take. Whoa, you got a hot take here. Hold up. Smash Bros isn't actually that good. I love it because of the characters and nostalgia, but it costs too much. It costs too much? The online sucks. The competitive scene is a joke and is so focused on shielding plus dealing with end move lag. Just too slow. Cost too much? You pay $60 one time. Oh, I guess you had to buy like the fighter passes. Okay, so it's like $100 total to have a full, plus you need to switch. So it's like $500 total. You know, he's got a point. The more I thought about it, the more expensive it is. And no, $60 plus you need DLC. And then after DLC, you still need to switch to play it on. Oh man, I didn't even think about how expensive Smash Bros is. I guess it is pretty expensive. Anyway, the online does suck. I agree with you. But the competitive scene is not a joke. The competitive scene is freaking awesome. I religiously watch competitive Smash Bros. Yeah, you know, Smash Bros, it is good. That's all I'm gonna say. Zelda Breath of the Wild is by far one of the worst games known to man.
What?
I'm just gonna ignore them. Jump Force is a good game and is worth playing? No. Jump Force is so bad. Jump Force is like one of the worst games ever made. And it breaks my heart because deep down we all know that there could be this epic cross fighting game. Here's another dream of mine. I had a dream, so here's my dream. It's Shonen Jump characters. All these beloved characters from Shonen Jump IP. Luffy, Naruto, Goku. You got all these like banger people, dude. You got the characters from Bleach. You got characters from even deep cuts like Inuyasha, for all we know, right? Put them all together in an actual team fighting game similar to Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Imagine that. Similar to Guilty Gear, made by the same creators as Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball Fighter Z with a similar art style. That game would do numbers. That game would sell like crazy. That game would be featured at EVO. That game would be so fun. Valorant feels like a chore to play. I agree. It just takes so long. Like just one game takes like an hour sometimes. If it goes to overtime, you're like, oh my God. BR is a fun concept, but has fundamental flaws to be a balanced esport. Fun playstyle, was never meant to be competitive, was forced into it, and that's why Apex can't find a good rank system that people love. Honestly, that makes sense, because BR is definitely just more of a casually fun thing. It's hard to make something so RNG reliant truly competitive. However, if that was the case, the thing that I do respect is that they found a kind of decent way to test people's abilities because the same people are always like in the top. The TSM team would not be consistently putting out like top 3 performances left and right at every single tournament if it wasn't possible to be good at the system. Could the system be better? Yes. Does the rank system that we have work? Not perfectly, but I think they're getting closer and closer to making it a balanced esport. Okay. I like that take though. I think sprinting was a nice addition to Halo. I agree, dude. Halo without sprinting feels so slow, dude. It's all mental too. It's barely a difference in movement. Like it's not barely a difference. It's a significant movement difference, but it's mostly mental, just to feel faster. You want to feel faster, you feel me? And I think that like that's like the biggest issue. You need the sprinting. You need to feel like you can be fast, you know what I mean? Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for vibing. If you guys want to see a sequel to this, let me know in the comments down below. But I've been your host, Macro. Follow me on Twitter at The Macro Show. I want to see more of your gaming hot takes. I want some spicier, unpopular opinions and hot takes. I want some like real spice, you know? You guys, a lot of these were really light. A lot of these were barely fuego. I want some actual fuego, you feel me? But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for vibing. And I'll catch you later. Love you.